A very good evening to you. Many thanks for joining us tonight on the broadcast day where we are commemorating the World Day of Remembrance for road traffic victims. I know it is approaching festive seasons and so many people are traveling up country. Others, a reminder today that on the
President William Ruto calls for leaders to work together and avoid divisive politics. Deputy President Kithure Kindiki assures of government's openness to receiving criticism from all sectors, including the church. Gachagua calls out leaders criticizing church decisions. And in agribusiness tonight, Garissa farmers equip themselves with new farming tools and training against flooding ahead of the planting season.
This is Weekend Live with Anyango, Sylvia.
That's right, and our sign language interpreter tonight is Lucy Kieri. Remember, this broadcast is also live on YouTube at KUTVNEWS Kenya, and you can engage with us. Send us your feedback on X at KUTV_Kenya, at Anyango Sylvia KE. We begin. President William Ruto has stressed on the need for leaders to work together in helping him fulfill the dream of making Kenya a better place as promised during campaigns. Speaking during today's mass at Soweto Catholic Church in Nairobi, leaders allied to him called on Kenyans to give him time to deliver. Take a look.
Hii Kenya lazima itabadilika, and I am determined to change this country.
These are President William Ruto's sentiments after church service at Soweto Catholic Church in Nairobi. Ruto noted that he has no doubt that he will deliver on food security, affordable housing, universal health coverage, and ensure that every child goes to school.
Kazi yangu ingine ni kuunganisha Wakenya wote. Hatutaki kubaguana, mambo ya ukabila tumesema no, maneno ile ya kusema mirengo tuachane naye. Ndio mnaona hata saa hizi tuko katika broad-based government na tunaendesha hii broad-based tukibroaden, ikiendelea na kuwa broad. Ndio kila mtu aingie hapo ndani tutembee pamoja.
President Ruto donated 5 million Kenyan shillings for the construction of Soweto Catholic Church in Nairobi and 300,000 shillings for children's uniform during Sunday service, a move seen as a part of his outreach following heavy criticism from the Kenya Conference of Catholic Bishops KCCB over pressing governance and economic matters. However, leaders including Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja defended the president, accusing those talking down on him of being unfair in their judgment. Sakaja noted that criticizing President Ruto for unmet expectations after only 2 years disregards the reality of transformative governance and that development demands patience, strategic planning, and consistency.
Tuwe na subra. Tupatie rais wetu time. Tupatie governor wetu time. Tupatie mbunge wetu time. In 2 years, atatue shida ya 60 years. You know, Excellency, to whom much is given, much is expected. Ni vile tunajua wewe ni mnoma.
Sio ati Wakenya wanakukimbiza na miaka miwili na kumekuwa na marais wengine. Wakenya pia ni watu wa imani, wako na imani. Wewe uko na nguvu na uwezo wa kubadili maisha ya Wakenya. Kwa hivyo tutaendelea kukimbiza wewe. Hujakimbizwa, tutakukimbiza, utasalimiwa, na wewe fanya bidii zaidi.
Nevertheless, President Ruto has urged the country to embrace peace and called out leaders championing divisive politics. Anyango, Sylvia, KUTV.
At the same time, Deputy President Professor Kithure Kindiki has reiterated Ruto's administration's openness to feedback from civil society. Speaking at AIPCA Karima in Sagana, Kirinyaga County during the groundbreaking ceremony of the proposed AIPCA headquarters, Kindiki acknowledged the value of diverse opinions in shaping government policies. He emphasized that the government is addressing issues raised by the church, such as medical cover and the high cost of living. His remarks came after Catholic bishops criticized the administration for failing to deliver on its promises, accusing it of replacing integrity with a culture of dishonesty. Kindiki affirmed that the government remains committed to resolving these challenges.
Kwa hivyo tuko wazi kupokea maoni vile tunaweza boresha utenda kazi wetu kama serikali ili mwananchi apate manufaa zaidi. Na sisi tunapokea maoni ya wananchi, maoni ya kanisa, maoni ya vikundi visivyo vya serikali, maoni ya vizazi vyote, wazee, akina mama na hata vijana. Maoni haya yatatusaidia katika kujenga Kenya bora zaidi. Kwa hivyo najua ya kwamba kuna maneno ya mambo ya afya na kuna matatizo katika ile kutoa ile huduma ilikuwa hapo na kuanzisha huduma nyingine bora. Katika hapo katikati ya kubadilisha kuna ile wazungu wanaita teething problems ambazo zinaonekana zinatatiza wananchi. Vile vile katika masuala ya elimu, katika kubadilisha ule mfumo wa elimu kutoka ule wa zamani kuingia ule mpya wa CBC, matatizo hapa na pale.
Impeached Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has strongly defended the clergy after they received criticism from members of parliament following the public critique on the current government's governance. Gachagua, who has likened the current government to that of President Moi, pleaded with leaders to respect churches.
Just a day after he was sidelined in Embu University, impeached Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua was today in Kajiado County, where he was accompanied by his allies. In response to the ongoing exchange of words between church leaders and the members of parliament, Gachagua has demanded that leaders should always respect churches.
When our spiritual fathers speak, they don't just speak in vain. I don't think over 30 bishops can meet and do a statement from nowhere. Kama kuna viongozi wanafanya public participation every day, ni viongozi ya kidini.
Gachagua, who likened the recent events to the Moi era, rubbished leaders who are using their positions to underrate the freedom of expression, saying that it's time to deliver to Kenyans and to revamp stalled projects.
I saw the Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly lecturing Catholic bishops like children. Mimi nataka niambie nyinyi viongozi, acheni kiburi. Acheni kiburi. Those of us who have been around for a while, we know the politics of this country vile naenda. Mimi nilikuweko kwa serikali ya Moi, nilikuweko kwa serikali ya Kibaki, nilikuweko ya Uhuru Kenyatta, kuwa kwa hii ya William Ruto, na hiyo majivuno muko nayo na hiyo maringo ndio ilikuweko 1990 wakati ya Moi.
In support of Gachagua, leaders who accompanied him refuted the ongoing SHA registration, stating it's overwhelming Kenyans. Mukurweini MP John Kahushia has also affirmed that the new finance bill tabling will see leaders, particularly those from Gachagua's side, looking keenly into it.
Juzi nilishinda na watu wangu kule Githunguri. Na kuna mama rafiki yangu wa miaka 90 ambaye alienda hospitali akaambiwa hawezi tibiwa kama hajalipa 3,900 shillings. Na huyu mama amekuwa akienda hospitali na kadi ya NHIF na alikuwa analipa 500 shillings per month.
Yale makadirio tena ambayo yameletwa pale ya finance bill, nilisema kuna mambo ambayo pia tutapiga msasa sawa sawa.
Gachagua team now seems to be the opposition in this government, with Kalonzo Musyoka and his brigade also being seen to take Gachagua's side. The 2027 politics have already taken shape, and now President Ruto seems to be composed despite the temperatures escalating. Anyango, KUTV.
More than 7,000 residents living on land designated for proposed Malindi International Airport expansion project are urging the government to speed up compensation for their properties. On Saturday, they held a demonstration to voice their frustration over the prolonged delays, which have caused them significant losses.
Residents in Kilifi County who are living on a land designated for a proposed Malindi International Airport project held on a demonstration to voice on their frustration to the government for their delayed compensation for their property, which caused them losses. Harrison Kavoy, chairman of the Malindi Airport Liaison Committee, expressed the community's concern, saying that they have now waited for more than 6 years for the compensation.
Alipima na tukapata plots ni 10,089, lakini kila boma iko na family, so hizo zote ukifanya hesabu utapata family ya watu almost 7,000 ambao wameathirika na jambo hili, ambao ni walipwe na waondoke. Total amount ambayo tulifanya valuation ambao saa hii imepitwa na wakati ilikuwa ni 5 billion, tulipwe 5 billion, kila moja apate chake na aondoke.
John Tete, a local resident, emphasized that while the community supports the airport expansion, they can only proceed with the development if the government accelerates the compensation process. Similarly, Chadi Charo and Halima Mwenda shared their frustration, noting that their properties have fallen into disrepair.
Muda ambao tumekuwa hapa miaka 6-7 bila malipo, bila kuambiwa na serikali kwamba tutalipwa hivi karibuni yao haifiki. Tunazungumzia kuhusu miaka hiyo 6-7 ambapo tumekuwa kama tuko gerezani. Haturuhusiwi maendeleo yoyote, haturuhusiwi kuelimisha watoto wetu, maana hatuwezi kukata kipande cha ardhi na tukauza watoto wakasoma.
Tunateseka na nyumba zetu zimeanguka, nyumba za wajukuu wangu zimeanguka, na tuliambiwa tusijenge, na hata wengine wamekodisha. Sasa zote ni pesa na hatuna pesa.
Tumeambiwa tutalipwa pesa karibu miaka ya kuhesabu hivi, hatujalipwa, tunateseka na tunataka tupe pesa zetu twende tukaangalie mahali kwa kujenga, tujenge, maana tumechoka kukaa na watoto wamekuwa wakubwa ndani ya nyumba na tunalala nyumba moja. Tunataka tufanye nini? Tupate haki yetu, tukaangalie mahali tujenge watoto. Tumechoka.
While the Kenya Airport Authority, KAA, plans to extend the main runway from 1.4 to 2.5 kilometers to accommodate larger aircraft and enabling direct international flights. However, residents are still waiting for their compensation before any further progress can be made. Rukia Hussein, KUTV.
Now let's shift gears to news across our borders. As Donald Trump prepares to return to the White House in January, some state governors from the opposition Democratic Party are preparing to defend their states' progressive policies. Matt Dibble reports from California, where the governor has called for an emergency session of state assembly.
Isn't it nice to win? As President-elect Donald Trump prepares to take power with Republican majorities in both houses of Congress, some Democratic governors want to limit his impact on their states.
If you try to harm New Yorkers or roll back their rights, I will fight you every step of the way.
New York Governor Kathy Hochul and the governor of Illinois, J.B. Pritzker, were quick to react.
You come for my people, you come through me.
We are calling and have called for an emergency special session of our state legislature, firmly focused on the values we hold dear that I think are universal values and are American values.
That's California Governor Gavin Newsom calling a special session of the state assembly to prepare for what his office says is, quote, an incoming federal administration that has threatened the state on multiple fronts. Following his win, Trump posted on his Truth Social that Newsom is, quote, trying to kill our nation's beautiful California.
The state of California is a mess.
Trump frequently says the state's progressive policies contribute to crime, homelessness, and unauthorized immigration.
The great state of California will be filing a lawsuit today.
During the first Trump presidency, California sued the administration over 100 times, successfully defending state immigration policies, vehicle emission standards, and access to health care. Speaking last week near San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge, California Attorney General Rob Bonta said his team plans to begin filing litigation as soon as Trump takes office.
Mr. Trump repeatedly overstepped his authority between 2016 and 2020. There's no reason to think he won't do it again. We checked him and we stopped him and we pushed him back into his box when he tried to step out of it.
On a Los Angeles campaign stop in September, Trump bashed California's leaders and their management of state resources.
I'm going to give you safety, I'm going to give you a great border, and I'm going to give you more water than almost anybody has.
California spent over $41 million defending laws and policies during the first Trump presidency, according to the nonprofit Cal Matters. When state legislators convene in December, Democratic leaders say they will be voting on emergency funding to block the incoming Trump administration from deporting immigrants, limiting reproductive and civil rights, and rolling back environmental regulations in America's most populous state. Matt Dibble, VOA News, Oakland, California.
We're taking the very first break on the broadcast tonight. Don't go far, we'll be back with more stories.
Hi, my name is Stella Tioi.
Jina langu naitwa Okemwa Mkwa James.
This is Mandela Gaya.
Ugonjwa ulipokuja ulichukua siku 3 ukaniweka in coma. 20 wamezikwa, 2 ndio wako hai.
I don't even know how it feels to see.
I feel like I cannot express myself well the way somebody who can walk can actually express themselves.
Ilichukua muda mwingi mrefu tena mpana ili kuikubali kwamba mimi siwezi tembea tena.
I've come to actually accept myself.
Ukijaribu kumsimamisha mtu umwambie tafadhali nionyeshe njia.
They find it quite strange talking to you.
You should just make schools integrated.
Inclusive setups.
By providing the right facilities.
Access to knowledge. Solution to unanswered questions.
Guidelines to pursuing your rights and repossessing your property, intellectual or material.
This and more, only on Law Matters.
Are you an aspiring media practitioner, a graduate, or you just want to advance your skills in television production? Then welcome to Kenyatta University, where education meets innovation. KUTV, the premier university television station in Kenya, is now offering short courses in TV studio, field technical operations, and video editing. Through these courses, you will acquire hands-on skills on camera operations, media production, lighting techniques, audio-visual editing, and sound and visual control, and how to operate key equipment in modern TV control room. Enroll today at KUTV and discover your full potential in cutting-edge TV broadcasting. Graduates of these courses will receive professional certificates. For more information, visit our offices at KUTV Studios or call us on 020-870-4252 or 020-870-4252. 4255 or SMS us on 0739 110 544. KUTV, a new experience.
You are watching Weekend Live with Anyango, Sylvia.
Welcome back. Now, farmers in Garissa County have received critical support from the Kenya Red Cross Society to help combat the effects of seasonal flooding that has plagued the region. From essential training to specialized farming equipment, these efforts aim to empower local farmers to better prepare for the planting season and mitigate flood damage along River Tana.
Garissa County farmers are breathing a sigh of relief thanks to a recent initiative by the Kenya Red Cross Society. With the rainy season approaching and flooding a recurring problem, the Red Cross has stepped in to equip and train farmers along the River Tana to face the challenges ahead. The farmers have received a variety of essential items including wheelbarrows, spades, jembes and thousands of sand sacks. These sand sacks will be used as gabions to prevent soil erosion, protecting farmland from the encroaching waters. Abdi Nur Hussein, the regional chairperson for the Kenya Red Cross in Garissa, explained that in addition to the training, the society has provided farmers with solar-powered floating pumps to reduce fuel dependency and ensure irrigation continues even during floods.
We have the software training for the farmers, and then thereafter is now when we are coming to the real practical part, where we had a solarization program for the 3 farms, water pipeline project, about 2.7 kilometer pipeline. We are planting over 10,000 seedlings. That is a long-term program that is going to help us in the land erosion or the river coming or eating towards northeastern Garissa County.
The Garissa Farmers Network chairperson Abdirahim Farah has called on the national and county governments to join the effort, underscoring the need for more long-term solutions to boost local food production and improve livelihoods.
Also want the county government and the national government to join in, because the river coast is too long. It's over 500 kilometers of river bank, and many areas break during the floods, whether it is rain flood or the dams, the water overflow. And in that time, there's a lot of stress on the farmers and on both sides of the river, whether it is on this Tana side or Tana River.
Before they were using the earth canal, now they are using a piping system. There will be no water wastage for the irrigation at the farm level. I think it is very important, and then the production level will increase due to capacity building that we have given them.
With this proactive support, Garissa's farmers are feeling hopeful as they look forward to a more resilient and productive season despite the challenges of flooding. KUTV.
Now, Teso North Member of Parliament Oku Kaunya has urged farmers to shift from tobacco farming and embrace avocado farming, which has higher returns and is environmental friendly. Speaking at Angurai during a field day, Kaunya noted that it's time for Teso residents to shift to other crops to elevate the community out of poverty and unemployment. This sentiment was echoed by Professor Peter Olo, an agronomist who trained over 100 farmers from Teso North, noting that avocado is a leading export product in the recent days due to its market value on foreign market.
Ukilinganisha tobacco na avocado, mimi ningetaka kuomba wakulima waachane na tobacco kabisa. Sababu kwanza tobacco yenyewe imeharibu hali ya mazingira yetu, kwa sababu miti zile zilikuwa za zamani hapa forest yote imeisha kwa sababu ya mambo ya kukawisha hiyo tobacco. Pili, Tobacco yenyewe inakuzwa kwa hali ya kutumia fertilizer na kemikali nyingi ambayo inaharibu pia rutuba ya shamba zetu. 3, mapato ukilinganisha ekari moja, hata si ekari moja, wacha tulinganishe mzee mmoja hapa, mkulima amesema amepanda mimea 32 ya avocado. Na profesa amemwambia baada ya miaka 2.5 hiyo miche 32 peke yake itamletea milioni 1.
We are taking yet another short break. We'll be back with sports.
Katika maisha yetu ya leo, wakulima na jamii nyingi kwa ujumla wanakumbatia teknolojia mbalimbali na kilimo hai ili kuondoa magonjwa sugu na kuongeza usalama na utoshelevu wa chakula. Mbolea asili imepunguza asidi kwenye udongo na kuongeza mavuno chungu nzima. Wajua tuko shambani, na humu shambani pia kuna ng'ombe, kuna kuku, na wanaacha uchafu wao. Na huo uchafu si wa kutupwa, ni wa kutumika katika kilimo kama mbolea. Kwa sababu mimea hii imekuwa kutumia mbolea ya hawa wanyama. Wakulima mbalimbali wamekumbatia teknolojia ili kuokoa gharama ya ukulima na kutumia nafasi zilizopo katika mashamba yao.
Na uso wa jamii, kupanda shuka akawa tuzo, ukakamavu wake ukatii na kumfanya mwenye bidii. Kwa machozi na makeke akabaini jinsi ya kuweni. Huyu ni mwanamke ngangari kwa jinsi alivyo ng'ari. Mimi ni mwanamke wake. Usikose kutazama kipindi cha mwanamke mwake, nami Caroline Kimwe.
Badala ya kutafuta kazi, tunaweza kuanzisha miradi yetu ambayo ingetusaidia kubadilisha maisha ya wazazi wetu.
Kwa vijana wenzangu, wengi hawana kazi, lakini ikiwa sisi wenyewe tutajiamini, tunaweza kujiajiri wenyewe.
Afrika kwa kweli tuna mahitaji ambayo ukiyasuluhisha unaweza kuathiri watu kwenye bara hili.
Bila uoga, watu huwa na uzalishaji zaidi, wanajawa na ujasiri, wanakuwa wabunifu na wanakuwa wenye maarifa.
Niliamua kuacha kazi, hata kama sitafanikiwa, nitakuwa nimejaribu, nitakuwa najua haiwezekani.
Hakuna kitu cha ajabu hapa. Kila anayepata ufanisi hufanya kazi usiku na mchana.
Kitu kitakusukuma na kuwezesha kupata maarifa ambayo hukuwa nayo.
Tunajaribu kutengeneza kitu kitakachopita mipaka ya nchi hii.
Ikiwa unataka kubadilisha ulimwengu, anza na nyumbani.
Welcome back. And in sports tonight, the team of Tabitha Kiragu, Peter Thuku, Joseph Kamiri and Jacob Theuri has earned the title of overall winners of KCB East Africa Golf Tour at PAS 72 Ruiru Sports Club with an impressive score of 104 points. Hot on their heels was the formidable team of Kimani Munyo, Catherine Kamene, Ross Kagio and Michael Waititu, who finished just 3 points shy at 1-1, securing the runner-up position. Both teams have now booked their ticket to the grand final, set to take place on December 6th at the Sigona Golf Club. And in the UEFA Nations League, Netherlands thrashed Hungary 4-0 at Johan Cruyff Arena, qualifying for quarterfinals. Meanwhile, Germany crushed Bosnia and Herzegovina 7-0 at Europa Park Stadium. Sweden edged past Slovakia, securing a 2-1 victory at Friends Arena. Victor Gyökeres and Alexander Isak were on target for Sweden, while David Hanko scored a consolation goal for Slovakia. In today's fixtures, France will face Italy at San Siro Stadium, while Israel will take on Belgium at Borsig Arena in Pool B at 10:45 p.m. Now that is it from us tonight, and just to remind you, as we remember the victims of traffic, those who have lost their lives, those who have lost their body parts, or those who are crippled, or just something that has happened as a result of road accident, please remember to keep yourself safe by ensuring that you use roadworthy vehicles. Ensure that you don't drink and drive. Ensure that you don't overspeed, because we have time. We will reach eventually. Remember to keep yourself safe. Our sign language interpreter tonight is Lucy Kiarie, and I'm Anyango Sylvia. Have a good night.